Hello friends, my name is Rick. I want to ask you a few questions. The first one is, how do you feel about the way our government's being run today? Pretty serious question, but a pretty dumb question. You know it's not being run the way that we feel like it should be. How about our economy? Again, kind of a dumb question. We're in a deep recession. We're getting a lot of lip about how it's going, how things are starting to turn around. How about our education system? Another dumb question. How about the health of our kids? General wealth of all of our citizens? I think that all of these are questions that are dumb questions, but what are the answers? Where are the answers? You know, the vote that we just came through accomplished one thing, in my opinion. It built the barrier between the Republicans and Democrats higher and wider than it's ever been. These career politicians are not going to do what it takes to make the changes in our country until you and I stand up and make something happen. Until you and I let them know we are not going to continue to allow them to tax us to death and not produce any value, not create any value. They're not creating any value for us. On our education system, I know personally that it's not working. I see people every day who can't read and write. I see people every day who have no hope. I look in their eyes and I see so much potential, but at the same time, you can see the deadness in their eyes as well, because they have no hope. Well, I want to tell you a little story about a teacher named Miss Annabelle. Miss Annabelle teaches 8th and 9th graders. And she teaches the math, the English, the history, the art, and those kind of things. But she also teaches kids about what it is to know what you were meant to do in your life. What is their essence? And then helping them to understand that it's up to them to be self-leaders, to define their own destiny. That it is their purpose of life to prosper and live happily. That is the purpose of humanity, is to prosper and live happily. No one should be sad. No one should be struggling to feed their face. We need to better educate our children, and we need to teach ourselves that it's okay to want to be an actor. It's okay to want to be an astronaut. And we do not want to tell our children they can't be that. You do not know that your kids can or can't do that. Okay? What about the economy? We're in one of the deepest recessions since the Depression. We hear it every day. My household is experiencing a very deep and long recession. And it's very painful. And it doesn't have to be that way. I've now learned how to change that all around, and that's what I'm doing. Miss Annabelle teaches these kids how to do these things. And in this book called The Super Puzzle, written by Mr. Mark Hamilton, there's a roadmap in here. Miss Annabelle shows us how these geniuses grow up and change the lives of everyone in our country. This has a roadmap in it to show us where we have to go. It covers the roadmap for all aspects of our living. The economy, our government, the medical systems, education, the whole gamut. It's in here, and it's very clear, very concise, and it's based on pure love and honesty. When's the last time you heard that? Pure love and honesty. And you need to acquire these books. You can go to www.MissAnnabelle.com, learn more about the Super Puzzle, and obtain these books, read them, and see what some of the other folks are thinking about when you read this. There is actually a group of people, an organization, who is taking the roadmap in the super puzzle very seriously. We have taken it to heart. And we're working very hard to actualize that super puzzle in our lifetimes. You, I think, owe it to yourself, to your children and your grandchildren to at least consider the ideas that are in this book. Actually, it's 3 books. It's a trilogy. There's 3 books to this. And you can find out more about them at www.MissAnnabelle.com. I'm upset. I'm tired of it. We are the age of change. And we can make the changes we need to right now. And all you have to do is get off the couch. If you're doing that, stop complaining about what's going on in our world, in our country, and do something to make the changes that have to happen. Help us to actualize this super puzzle. It's for real. There are thousands of people who have now taken this roadmap to heart and are making it happen. So I urge you, go to www.MissAnnabelle.com, get the books, read them, and even if you don't agree with them, that's fine. But at least you know that there are people out here who are feeling your pain and want to help you with hope, give you some hope, and make it happen. Maybe in here you'll see something that will spawn you to go in another direction. Maybe you don't agree with it. That's all fine. But at least you'll start to make changes, because we're the ones that have to make it happen. They're not going to do it for us. We have to take care of it, folks. I love you. I hope to talk to you soon. Go to www.MissAnnabelle.com. Find out what it means to be a self-leader and how to follow a roadmap that will get us where we need to be. Thank you, and I hope to see you soon.